Welcome back, everybody. Today we're going to be taking a look at FAKER. And as usual, I'm super excited to have him. Grew up on He-Man, all that stuff, yada, yada, yada. In this particular case, I happen to have, I think, every figure so far in the run. From the exclusive PowerCon Scareglow, I have the Battle Cat, which is the one that set everything off for me. And so I'm excited to have the run so far. And that's what our themed comparison is going to look like today. But let's go ahead and get this guy out of the box. Yes, sir. The deco on him is insane. I mean, take a look at that. I've got some paint imperfection right here, a little yellow that shouldn't be there. Man, his joints are super solid. They are like tough joints. At the knees, at the elbows, there's no wobble. There's no wobble at all. I mean, look at the size of that elbow. It fits seamlessly, but it is really sturdy. Way to go, man. It just feels like such a sturdy figure. Wow. So I've got the sword in the back, just kind of like chilling right there in the He-Man chest plate harness. The head moves around really smoothly. Man, take a look at the detail and how crisp the paintwork is on the separation of the face. Man, I'm just really impressed with this. And you see what I mean about the red? You know, so that looks like bleeding. You know, as if it were blood, not bleeding of the paint. Very cool. Wow, I am feeling this dude. Let's swap out a head here and check it out. I'm just admiring how unique this figure is. The other head, which I'm not even gonna wrestle with it, but I don't think I'll ever use this head just because it looks really plain. And who's gonna believe that this is He-Man or Prince Adam anyway? I mean, the guy looks like the Terminator, you know? But now this one, I will go through the effort to get it on because that looks tough. That is awesome. Yeah, we're gonna do our first set of action poses and play with this head on. Something a little simple, and I don't really like the contrast with the really shiny head portrait compared to the rest of the of his proportions in this particular pose. But it could just be me being nitpicky. All right, let's see what else we got going on here. He's a lefty. So in terms of the iconic pose, all right. I like that. I think that's the first time I've ever done the iconic pose with a lefty. Pretty cool. Very cool. Ooh. Yeah. You know, that sudden turn into a really nice looking pose never ceases to shock me. I like that angle too. I like all the angles going on right there. Really nice. I like that. I like that. Very nice. He is really well designed. I mean, he just looks great. His color scheme. I like that gauntlet over there looking nice and tough. Heck yeah. Faker is winning. Winning, winning. All right, let me switch out his armor so we can see what he looks like with that. I hate taking these things off, man. Yep, there we go. You know what? I don't know if I like it as much with that armor on. Let me try to get him standing up straight here. I don't know that I prefer it. I actually think I don't. So yeah, but you know what? Let me give you a look with the armor off. And that little nick of paint just is really driving me nuts. But that's really like the only nick of paint that I have. I think that's pretty cool. The fact that he can have his arm so far back in that kind of pose. All right, I like this right here. I like how his arm is so well articulated that it can go and reach way back as if we're pulling the sword out of a sheath that isn't in his back. Whoa, that sucked. Let's do that again. I'm feeling that. I like how the sword is kind of covering the metallic side of his face. Looks really nice. And the fact that, again, you know, he has the articulation there in that arm that it can break 90. And he has the lateral hinge in the wrist. Really, really nice. The cut in the bicep. Very, very cool. Faker is an extremely awesome fig, man. He just looks really tough. It makes me wish somebody would make a really awesome Terminator figure like this. That's a really nice look right there. I am feeling that shot right there. Nice shot. And I've learned just to adjust the angles just a little bit, because sometimes you can get a really cool look with the same pose just from a few different angles. I mean, I'm no expert photographer, so some of you might be thinking, well, no, duh. But I'm just a dude playing with toys, taking pictures, having fun sharing, man. So yeah, absolutely. This guy, I think he might be, I don't know, is he my favorite? Is he my favorite Revelation figure so far? Let's find out. Let's find out. Perfect segue. For today's themed lineup, we're going to go ahead and bring out the rest of my Masterverse Revelation collection. That's what we'll do today. We'll keep it in the family. Moss Man. Get him out here right off. And he's one of my favorites in the line. He was actually the first figure that I wanted to review when I got them. And he remains one of my faves. I love the way he's sculpted. I think he's so unique. And I mean, just look at this head portrait. I mean, that's a stunning figure. That is a stunning figure. He stands just a little, well, actually, just a smidge taller than Faker does there. All right, next. And we'll bring out our PowerCon exclusive 2021 Scare Glow. And he's coming in just a little shorter than Faker. He's looking tough. All right, and we'll bring out Skeletor. So we're going to be running out of space here in a second, so I'm going to make the most out of these spaces here in my dial. Whoa. Face the camera, buddy. Face the camera, buddy. There you go. I got Skeletor up here. Faker standing up again. And I'm going to bring out the most powerful man in the universe. He-Man. All right, next up, we'll bring out Evil Lynn. Get her standing out there. Adjust the camera a little bit here. There we go. I'll also bring out Skelegod. Skelegod doesn't even fit in that little niche there. I don't think I'm missing anybody in the line so far. The only person not in the photo yet, soon to be in the photo, is Battle Cat. And to get Battle Cat in the frame, I would have to get really, really creative. All right. A quick look at Faker and He-Man before we go. On the boots, Faker seems to have a bit more of a glossy shine, and He-Man is more matted, the boots on the brown. On both parts of the brown, actually. On the loincloth, you definitely have more deco. On Faker, the belt on Faker is more of a metallic gold, whereas this He-Man is just a flat yellow. So that's interesting. Same is true of the right bracer. It's metallic golden on Faker and flat yellow on He-Man. Interesting stuff. I really like, I mean, I love both figures. I love this Faker. I think this is an instant classic right up there with all the other fakers that have come before him. What a compliment, right? All the other fakers that have come before him. He's one of the best. But seriously, I think he's right up there with the classics faker, which I'm going to bring out in a second also, even though it's not a revelation figure, but the conversation took me there, or the sharing took me there. So I think he's up there with any of the fakers that have come before him. I think the classics faker being the creme de la creme. And I'm going to bring that one out just to get him next to his buddy. Classic faker is still one for the ages, right? The blue and the purple is just super, super epic. I really hope they come out with a version of this faker in the toy line, and obviously in the cartoon. I'd like to see a reappearance of that figure in the new mythos. Absolutely. So heck yeah, everybody. It continues being a lot of fun taking these times out to share the experience of collecting toys as an adult. I hope you're able to come back and keep sharing experiences too. Until next time, take care, everybody.